What's up? February 5th, Wednesday, Pick Central, brought to you by DraftKings. This ain't the little itty-bitty, teeny-tiny bowl. This is the Super Bowl 59. Get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Super Bowl 59.
You have a fucking mint
clicking.
in your
mouth. It was clicking a little bit too much.
Yeah, I know. You just saliva all over the place.
It was clicking a little bit too much. Scoring touchdowns is the key to hoisting the Vince Lombardi Trophy, and you have a shot to score big by betting on them at DraftKings Sportsbook, the number one place to bet on touchdowns. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something simple like a player to score 6. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your pick. New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code PICKCENTRAL. That's code PICKCENTRAL for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. All right, another NBA trade. We're getting down to the deadline here, which is tomorrow?
Yeah,
Thursday, for sure, Thursday. It is
Bro,
Kyle Kuzma.
You're a mess. Your mint just fell down.
Where'd Kyle Kuzma play college basketball?
Kyle
Wyoming.
Kuzma.
Wyoming.
Did he?
I think so, right?
No, Kyle
Utah.
Kuzma was...
Utah.
Let's just
Yeah, okay.
Meat gave me the thumbs up.
Did you not know the answer when you asked?
Utah.
Oh, you said Wyoming so confidently.
For some reason, I was in the right sector of the
No,
country.
it's the same. It's basically the same place.
I'm gonna double check it now.
Dude, Dana's a machine with college to the NBA.
Dude, that's all he does is look at things like that every day. He loves basketball so much, it's sickening.
Does he watch the NBA in and out?
No, he watches the Celtics every night.
Just the Celtics?
No, like if there's a basketball game, he'll watch it. Like that's one. When I lived with him, that is one thing he would always watch the NBA. I was
Not college?
he'll watch like if he would get, but way more NBA guy.
He's an animal.
But like his whole thing is just knowing where every college. If you literally ask him, call him up. I want you to call him right now. Call him.
It's early.
It's not. It's 11.
It's like an hour behind.
Call him right now.
I'll call him.
What name? Let's think of a name that you think is hard.
Kyle Kuzma.
No, Kyle Kuzma's
Well,
easy.
that'll be a warm-up. What's another one? Say it quick.
I don't know.
Give him Ronald Ramon. Oh, that's you won't know NBA.
Dana, you're on Pick Central. We have 2 questions for you. Where'd Kyle Kuzma go to college?
Utah.
Who do you want to know about, Scott?
Ronald Ramon.
Ronald Ramon.
Ronald Ramon?
Yeah, he didn't play in the NBA.
That's a fake name.
He didn't play in the NBA. That doesn't
He didn't
matter.
play in the NBA.
It's
Doesn't
got to be in
count.
the NBA.
Oh, he's got to be in the NBA.
Give him one name, man.
One.
Trying to think of a deep cut.
What was the answer for the record?
What's
Pitt.
Pitt?
I don't know that.
Let's bring him
One more. We have him on the. All right,
What's,
that's
what was that old big man for the Kings? Miller? Where'd he play? You know what I'm talking about? Big white guy?
Miller?
Brandon Miller.
No, not Brandon Miller.
Brad Miller. Brad Miller.
Brad Miller. That's it. Brad Miller.
That's out of my window.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got a window.
All right, you got a
Window. All right.
All right. Thanks, Dana.
All right, bye.
That was a bad showing by us.
Yeah, I can't think of names on fucking the man.
Bosco was
Me
the
Jeff
definition
D'Lo.
of the bro froze meme. Like he legitimately couldn't. The guy talks basketball and college basketball all day.
Name one guy
Couldn't
who went to the NBA.
Name a woman.
Only person I could was thinking of was Dennis Schroeder.
I wasn't
Only
expecting
thing I was like, I
As
don't
soon
know
as I
why.
said Pitt, I couldn't stop thinking
like
about
Germany
Steven
or something.
Adams.
I couldn't expect it. Bucks get Kyle Kuzma. Wizards get Chris Middleton, A.J. Johnson, Patrick Baldwin Jr., and I think some picks or something like
Chris
that.
Middleton. I'd retire if I was him. Getting traded to the Wizards.
What does this do for the Bucks? Kuzma a big piece? Is it a good piece?
Salary cap, and I think it's get him under the apron. And
It helps him in a little. I think Middleton's just.
I think the thought is, Middleton's a little washed. They're thinking Kuzma's a younger guy. Like, we'll see.
I don't think it's like they're just a championship team now. I mean, they are.
No. Their odds literally stay the exact same.
Yeah, I don't think it did anything crazy, but I think it's a younger guy helps.
Yeah, I mean, it's someone to build off of. I'm not sure exactly when Kuzma's contract's up, but
I think it's like 2 more years. Like it's like one
he's
of the
got a
worst
little control.
contracts.
Yeah, I mean,
He's also good.
no, he's a good player. It's just I think Meek said in the group chat, like it's kind of like what version of him do you get? Like he's been buried on such an awful team for
Might
so
get
long.
a good one though. Like
No, you could. No, it can go a few different ways. Like he could be rejuvenized. Like, hey, I'm on a team that actually like has a shot.
Yeah.
You
When I
see
was
this
on the worst
happen.
team, yeah, like
You
where
see this happen all the time.
like it can go either way. It's whether he like wants to be like number 3 because he was number 1.
Yeah, yeah.
Some guys are selfish and would rather just be number 1 and they're fine averaging 20 a game on a bad team. Or some guys might be excited to say, hey, I can come here.
I think he
Be a
I don't know
scorer.
why. I feel like he will because, like, truly, I have not thought of Kyle Kuzma for so long now because he's been on that Wizards team.
Yeah,
and it's
same.
Like,
He
who
had-
gives a fuck? But he does. Like, he's good. Like,
He's a good player. He's big. He's
He
athletic.
had a quote the other week where he was like, "Yeah, like I fuck this like development bullshit. Like I'm just gonna take my shots now. Like I'm so over this." He's like, "Now you see what you get." And I think he went for like 25 that night.
Yeah.
I mean, no, if he plays his role, I mean, he could be a good fit for this team.
The other part is the Bucks opened up enough cap space now by getting under the apron, is they can put together an offer for Jimmy Butler. But I'm still convinced Jimmy Butler's gonna end up on the Suns in that 3-team like Warriors trade that's like being proposed. It's just there's too much smoke with that.
Yeah, the Suns with him just seems like inevitable. They just seem to really want him. They seem to be a team that can make something work for him.
I mean, I can't wait. I mean, it's going to happen today. The Durant to the Warriors. It's just going to happen. The fact it keeps being talked about that there's like one guy said they thought it was going to happen yesterday.
Windhorse had a thing on ESPN. I didn't watch the video, but Windhorse is saying Jimmy Butler is involved as well.
Yeah.
Did you just miss that entire thing, bro?
I missed it. I was retweeting the stream.
Bosco.
Retweeting the stream.
That was 5 minutes. We just talked about that. That was crazy.
All right, explain to me how Butler's involved.
What do you mean? We just did. I don't want to talk about it again. I'm actually not telling you because I don't want to talk about
That was
it.
crazy.
That's insane. You can still listen even when you go on your phone.
I suppose I spaced out. How is he involved?
I don't care. I'm telling you.
He's a key piece in the trade.
Go get him.
They're talking 3-teamers.
Like Andrew Wiggins to the Heat,
Okay.
Jimmy Butler to the to the Suns.
Jimmy Butler to the Suns. And
Katie.
Katie.
I think KD goes to the Warriors, and I want the Warriors to be so good.
How many years is KD signed?
I believe it's
couple?
2 more. Let me
The thing
just double-check.
is if he goes to the Warriors, just to go, I'm only thinking about Clemmer in this situation.
That's of
Clemmer.
course, that's all I'm talking
we're all
about.
thinking that, right?
Yes, I don't care
would be,
where it's all.
It's so annoying because even if they make the Western Conference Finals, and they don't make the NBA Finals, he will say it was a waste. They should have just traded everyone. They wasted all their future on going after a championship that they could not win.
Even though they'll run it back next year with a full season of Durant.
Yeah, he has one more year left after this.
There was a moment Lord knows what day we said it. We talked about it a million times. I remember saying to him, like, you don't get to say you win if they don't win the championship. Like, the barometer I said was that if they make the second round, it's like you can't say a fucking thing.
I think he was even saying they weren't going to make the playoffs, though.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's where for us, we have to. Like, if they make the playoffs, I'm going to be like, you were wrong.
Yes.
Yes.
Like, you don't get to just say, they didn't win the championship. That's nonsense. You could say that every year about, every team but one.
Is he going to say something about Durant getting traded there? Like,
You could say, if I were him, I would say material change.
That was my
But my counter to that would be this is still the Warriors. They have the pieces to go and get a guy because they believe they can win, and they did it.
That was what I was saying to Marty. It was to you with Gonzaga. When I was yes, they have to get over the hump at some point. But my whole thing to you was their success in the tournament is they make Final Fours, make Sweet 16s. It's so much easier than this situation with Clemmer. It's so easy to say that one team wins a championship. It's so easy to say a team's not going to win.
What I said was
but I will
very
say,
similar to me.
Going to say right
very
now,
similar to me with a team from Jamaica right now.
Right.
Oh.
No, but I'm just saying.
But yours, you're so wrong on that. It's what are they going to do with 7 years?
You're already wrong.
You're you couldn't be
getting there.
You couldn't be more wrong. They're
going to win the Big East.
They're on this. They can get a 1 seed, bro. If they win on Friday, they got some.
What do they have on Friday?
UConn.
We're getting there.
They got some.
I mean, if they beat UConn, they're going to win the regular season Big East probably.
I will still say, dude, you're right about that. Gonzaga will never win a championship. Never.
I do think the window. I think the window closed.
Okay, there is interesting tidbits though. I'm not going to spend any time on this, but a lot of mid majors might be in great position if you make a lot of money through basketball in this new NIL. The school can directly pay players now.
Yeah.
And there's some schools set up nicely.
That don't even have football, right? So
Right.
that's
That can actually pay more than some
Makes
Power
sense.
5. I know Dayton, VCU come to mind. Gonzaga comes to mind. St. Mary's is one of those schools. Providence.
They fill the arena every night. Yeah.
Right. So
What about schools? What about a Villanova?
set up so nicely.
Not like that. Even that they have football, but it's not
Right.
They're not paying guys a lot of
Duke,
money.
Like Duke, though, or UNC, where they're still their number one is basketball. I know.
Crazy. Duke. They
I'm
just
not
gave a
saying
quarter.
Gonzaga and Dayton are going to run the
Duke just-
basketball landscape.
No, I
but
know,
Duke
no.
just gave
all
a
I'm
quarterback
saying is,
$8 million.
Duke's back.
They just gave Darian Mensah, the Tulane's quarterback, a 2-year, $8 million contract. So Duke's paying some money for quarterbacks.
Yeah.
For football.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, even the athletic department does have to look at it, Marty, from football rules. Football makes the money.
Well, Duke's they're in a power conference.
Yeah.
They're in the ACC.
Yeah.
yeah.
What's going on?
Who are you texting? You
What's
talk.
going on, bro?
Pops up. I do it an hour a day.
What?
Show's an hour a day.
Come on.
Guy's running the show. He's on his phone.
If you look at your phone one more time, actually, no, I'm not
Wait,
going to
if
say
the
it.
no
I need you
phone-
to
Well,
look
I
at
do
it.
have to look at yours.
Yeah.
You give me some stats and things.
Yeah, but you're missing conversation.
Right. You're right.
Let's go.
You're right.
If you're distracted again, muting you.
Fair.
There you
Time
go.
out.
Now you deserve it. You
Deserved.
deserve it.
Deserved.
That's deserved. Spaced out.
You think Warriors go straight to they are a championship contender with Durant?
If they only give up Wiggins as a main piece,
Kuminga would be involved. I think salary-wise, it would have to be.
I would think so too. I think they'd be in that top 5, 6 for sure. I think that to me I would trust them over the Rockets. Even though the Rockets are 2, 3 seed.
Oh, definitely would.
The team who I think is still interesting, who I doubt they're going to make a move because their core is so young, is the Grizzlies.
Yeah.
They have played in the playoffs before.
I heard I think still Jimmy Butler would be good there, but
He'd be interesting fit there. I almost don't know if I'd want to drop him in there.
They don't want to. They don't want to trade any of their young guys. That's
Jimmy,
all.
Jimmy just wants to go wherever whoever wants to give him the extension. That's the other
fair,
thing. And
fair.
Phoenix is the only team that
So he
says
doesn't
hey,
wanna
we'll
win?
do it.
said no a couple times, right?
Well, he wants to go to a good team, but but Meek's 100% correct.
He just wants his money.
He wants, the Heat just don't want to give him the extension. Whatever team will trade for him and give him the extension, he'll do it. So if the Suns are that, then
I'll say this though, I watched a little Lakers basketball last night,
They're
they
so
look good, man. They look really good.
and that was when there's a man on the bench that wasn't playing yet.
An obese
I heard
man.
He's pretty good.
He's obese. I mean,
Yeah, Good
allegedly.
One. Good
They
one.
have the third best odds to come out of the West.
I mean, they're going to be really good.
They're gonna be a tough out. They're gonna be a tough ass
That's a
out.
team that I am scared of now with Luka on that. Like,
If there's
the way
a-
LeBron's playing, and then Rui even played great last night, and Austin Reeves. Though, like if Rui plays well, that's when we got. I don't know what he's a little hit. He's a very hit or miss actually.
Super hit or miss.
Pisses me off a lot when I watch them, but I don't know. I'm very. Is it tomorrow he plays? Saturday?
They say it could be Saturday. I wouldn't be surprised if they just hold him out till the All-Star break, though. Like, just to be
I
safe.
think they even said AD. They said it was gonna play either tomorrow or Saturday, probably.
I think
they said one of the next two games
They'll
that he was
both
gonna
play
play.
Saturday.
God, if can the world just can the stars align where they play in the playoffs?
I'll take a play-in game with them.
I want it so.
I think
much.
the Lakers are gonna be
will
too good for a
way-
play-in game.
Yeah, they'll be.
Oh, okay.
I think definitely top 6.
Because Lakers are like the 5.
You
right
are
now.
correct with that. I didn't realize.
Because I think the Mavs are like 9. I think they're like 9.
Yeah.
But they're also like 2 games out of like 6 or
Yeah.
3 games
Yeah,
out of like
yeah.
6.
Clippers, Lakers would feed families.
They fucking boat raced the Clippers yesterday.
Yeah, they
Clippers played bad.
No,
Hard
but
hard
a
nosed.
Bronny hit his
playoff
first 3
series
last night.
at the wall.
It'd be
All of them.
sick.
Yeah, it would be so
Yeah.
sick.
He's sick, but yeah, even Bronny was hitting threes last night.
Yeah, I saw he hit his first career 3.
More
Yeah.
than Luka.
Yeah, it makes it-
He's a better.
We
scorer,
talked
yeah.
about them before, the Rockets. Like, if the Rockets truly wanted Kevin Durant, which I think, like some people speculated that, it's like the Rockets have all the draft picks in the world to get whoever
Yeah.
they want.
They also don't want to trade their young guys.
They don't want.
No.
They want to see what this young core does, like in a playoff run, like together. I don't think they want to blow up anything now. In the summer, though, I think they get Devin Booker. I think they really want Devin
Booker's
Booker.
the one person that they should go after.
I think they
He
really-
fits their culture so well.
I just feel like they're not going to give Booker up. I think that's
Eamon
just like
Thompson's
the guy.
also a
Like,
star.
he's never talked about.
They may give him an offer they can't refuse, though. Like, give him all their draft picks back. Eamon Thompson. Like,
No,
You think
you
they
trade
wouldn't
Eamon
trade
Thompson. I don't
Eamon
think
I
you
think I think you hold on to him.
I
okay,
think
maybe
he's-
like Jalen Green and all those picks back. I don't know.
I think Eamon Thompson's the one untouchable on the Rockets.
I guess, but Devin Booker is like a different beast.
I wish Devin Booker was on a different team because he's fucking
I think
great.
I think Eamon Thompson is him.
The Rockets
do
will
too.
make a move with all those picks at some point. It's just coming to summer.
The
not
last like 4
the
times
next
I've
2
watched
days.
Eamon Thompson, I've been like he's the best player on the court.
There's like no reason for the Rockets to trade anyone right now because they're a 3 seed in they're a 3 seed in there to like don't like they're like why the fuck would we give up anything?
This whole season they already won. Like, you're not winning a title. Get these young guys experience, get them playoff experience, and then you get your star.
A team that's also going to be you're going to have to like evaluate. I think from the East that like is one player away in my opinion. The Magic, like they have a good young core that like is someone like it was not a desirable place to play. Like think about that roster.
They've also been really bad since Paolo came back.
Yeah, they've had
I
a
think they're,
horrible.
But like
I think like 2 and 11 since Paolo's
core.
back.
That's a core that you can work with.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's just more like it's more. Do you believe Franz is like a
A guy.
Yes.
guy's got like he's a guy who's gonna win you a championship?
He's not the guy though.
I know Paolo is, but I'm saying
I don't
like
know if Paolo is.
why?
They've been awful since he's been back. He's like
I'm
an
not gonna
inefficient
say
player.
I think that's a small sample
It's a
size
small
to say
sample,
like
but
he's
like overall,
out.
like he's also an inefficient player. It's like I'm not a
I
Paolo
would
guy.
say he's pretty good in his career so far.
Also young as hell.
No,
I
I'll
think
give you
Franz
that.
Wagner is probably the like. I mean, I didn't even know he was under it, but now he's like in my eyes now the most underrated player.
If you're asking who the better player,
because I didn't even know that like he was in like people weren't rating him. Like he is so good. in
Well,
my
I mean, he
opinion.
got it.
He's
He
good.
got paid.
He got like a 220
Yeah.
whatever $1 million contract.
Like I think he's very very good. Like I definitely think he could win a championship with him.
I think it's I don't know if he can be a 2 on like a championship team. And
That
I
was
think he's a
my
good player. I think maybe like I think a 3 would be more like
But that's total. Like I
I don't think that's like a knock. Like he's a great player.
Let me put it this way: was Pat Connaughton a 3 for the Bucks?
No.
Okay.
No.
Who's a
Yeah,
3?
but-
Drew Holiday
Giannis
was. Pat
was-
Connaughton was like a 5.
Yeah, Pat Connaughton was like a role player, true role player.
Okay, because I was gonna say then I think I think
Franz is like Franz is a difference maker.
I think he's closer to like a Drew Holiday than a Pat Connaughton.
No, I would agree with that in terms of like no doubt. Like Franz is like a fringe all-star. Like
Yes, I think he will be like a
he's one of
3-time
those guys
All-Star.
who like I think he'll eventually probably make an all-star team.
Yes.
And if he doesn't, he'll be one of those guys who's like one of the great players that didn't make one. I mean, he's a phenomenal player. He's the number 2 on a playoff team. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like
right,
they
right,
were
right.
like last year they were the 5 seed, and he was the second best player. He's a good player. But I agree, it's kind of like, what's his ceiling? I think that's where these NBA teams get in trouble with like the max contracts, where it's like you bring your own guys up, he becomes a great player, 20-point score, whatever, and you have to give him the max. But then like the max kind of becomes all the same when like the number 1 player and like the number 25 player, you know what I mean? Like they both get the max.
Right.
So I think that's where teams get themselves in trouble a little bit with it.
When do you think we'll get you think tomorrow will be the bigger day or today?
I think today.
Today.
I
think today too.
I think like this afternoon. you'll
Nothing
see
really
some names
happens
drop.
last minute, I feel like.
I feel like baseball's more last minute than
Well, baseball GMs love to play a fucking waiting game. Like you even see with free agency,
Yeah.
it's like oh, like they just want to like wait for prices to come down. It's February and you have all those guys out there still, and there's like 6 or 7 guys that have
I'm
to
letting
move,
you know.
and it's a waiting.
Bregman's going to the Cubs.
I'd be a great fit there.
He's going.
Well, you saw the rumored offer out there is like 4 years, like 120-ish for like some opt-outs.
Yeah.
It's still like it's a high rate AAV, but like I think the Astros offer 156 is still better, unless like
Yeah.
he wants like to opt out and test again next year.
I mean, I think that's more for the. I feel like the team would want the opt-outs more for him, right?
I think it'd be mutual because you would let's
Yeah,
say like he
mutual.
falls off, like you don't want to deal with the bad years.
Yeah. Yep. I think he's a Cub, like in the next couple days.
That'd be a great fit for that stadium.
Yeah. They need their basement too.
Is there anybody? I mean, Oklahoma City's obviously really good. The Rockets are the 3. Is there anybody that really scares? Like when the Lakers get into the playoffs, is that one of those things? Like, if it's working, Luka and LeBron will just win, no matter. Like, yeah, they'll be on the road. They'll be they'll be the underdog in terms of seed, but they'll just like roll people. Is there anybody that like scares? I mean, obviously, other than Oklahoma City, to a degree.
The Lakers?
Yeah,
I'm not.
Denver.
Denver.
that's a good point. Yeah, I
Jokic
forgot
could
Denver. I
eat-
forgot Denver.
Jokic could eat on that lineup right now. They
Yeah,
have
the
to
Lakers
get-
are soft inside.
They have-
You need a big guy,
They
right?
have to get a big guy.
They still need a big guy.
To be fair, he was eating
And
the
that
floor.
and crazy.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure right now is that the 4-5? Wouldn't Denver, LA right now be the 4-5?
I mean,
Or definitely can't like they're definitely in this because I know Denver I think is the 4 right now.
Yes.
it would be.
So like I mean imagine the first round matchup is Lakers Nuggets, and the Nuggets have smashed the Lakers recently.
I think they're
Yeah.
like 12-1
Like they've
or something.
owned them, like absolutely owned them.
Like I said, like we were saying,
You guys kind of have a boogeyman right now at 6-3. Pistons. They're kind of they kind of play well against you
they've
guys,
played
right?
us tough.
They're a good team, yeah. They have for sure.
Look at these standings.
I will say that for Oklahoma City, I think one team they don't want to see in the playoffs is Dallas again, even without Luka.
No, I agree.
That's
That's why I bet Dallas to win the West because I was like, I think this is the team that could really like, if AD comes in and gels and stays healthy, they're a serious team. Like big guys, they have Kyrie, they have Clay, like they have shooters. Like I said it the other day, I think that's a team that like the Rockets or the Grizzlies do not want to see in the first round.
I agree.
So like the Kings are going to be out of it soon without Fox. Like
Probably.
they're not they're the 8th seed right now.
Yeah, the Kings had some hope.
They'll hang
Like, they
they'll
were
hang
building.
around. I
There's
think.
three
Murray
teams-
and Fox.
There's 3 teams that are 9, 10, 11 seed right now is Suns, Warriors, Dallas.
Yeah,
You know,
tough.
so like that's like that. If that moves up a little bit, like right now, even like Grizzlies, Timberwolves would be the first round 2-7. Like that's a scary. The weird one would be Lakers. I mean Clippers, Rockets. That's a weird series. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Just
that's like one you don't really believe in either of them.
No, not at all.
That's like one that if you're any of those teams, like you'd like to see one of those teams,
I will say,
as opposed to the
as
others.
a Knicks fan though, last thing you want is to play as the Bucks first round. First round Bucks. I'd rather play the Pistons. I know they're.
Well, yeah.
like-
I mean, sure.
Bucks
I'll take
Sorry,
Caden them.
Caden them.
But Bucks first round is
That's tough.
But you also got. We're coming off. We just had to play the Sixers with Embiid in the first round.
No, 100%.
That was like a brutal. Like we've
I'm
kind of
just saying,
gotten
like,
bad draws.
You can get lucky. Like even the Celtics would play the Heat right now. Like
Well, everybody's a joke to the Celtics early.
that's a 2.
More
like, they're
the
2 seed,
worst
like-
thing. The worst thing that happened to the Knicks really is the Cavs just being this good.
Yeah.
Because having to play the Celtics in the second round is brutal.
You think though that
Brutal.
I still think the Celtics might just. They're only 4.5 out of the first. I
They,
still
they
think
could
they-
easily get
I
that.
say could the Cavs.
they turn it
I think
on,
we'd have a better
it's
chance
off.
of eclipsing them for the 2 and just getting home court.
They're turning it back on. Like the Celtics like went through this
How
slump.
was that game last night?
like even didn't shoot well and still like won by 10.
I still think the Celtics and the Knicks are both better than the Cavs.
Oh, I do.
Like in a playoff series, I still like them in a series against them, like matchup wise.
There were real concerns I had like 2 weeks ago with the Celtics, and it's crazy to say I think Sam Hauser kind of making his shots is like
Dude,
a huge
he's good,
difference.
man.
He's a huge difference.
He was
maker.
huge for them in the playoffs. I mean,
Yeah.
he doesn't miss. He shoot like almost high
He's
40s.
having a down year. Like Jaylen Brown. The one thing that I'll say that's the biggest clear like sign of the Celtics this year is there's no debate over who the best player on the Celtics is. It's clearly Jason Tatum on both ends of the floor. Jaylen Brown like has regressed in every possible way this year. Like it's not like 1A, 1B. It's 1-2.
So would you trade him for Jokic right now?
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm joking. I'm saying it's
Yeah.
the NBA. Like anything could happen.
I will say there are players like it is even like would you do Jaylen Brown for KD? Like I don't know about that.
It's longevity. The longevity is like a reasonable.
Right.
In the East, right? Like, it's crazy to say, but like, I still don't think the Cavs can win the championship. Like, if I would think they could, if I really think I could see it actually happening. I put the Celtics, obviously. I put the Knicks, yes, and then like I'd still put I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I'd still put the Bucks over the Cavs.
That's where I think the Cavs. The Cavs are. Really
I know
good.
it's a crazy thing, but
Kuzma's
they're
not
really
good enough
good.
of a third piece for me to say that.
it's not really about Kuzma. It's
I'm
just,
saying, like,
I think
roster-wise.
that like Giannis can just overtake them, especially with like I think that Donovan Mitchell will just kind of. It just depends on their young guys. I don't know.
Even with Giannis, like them having Mobley and Allen, is like they got big guys that can defend.
They have the exact archetype to like kind of stop Giannis in a way.
Yeah, I think.
Is there a world where Mitchell Robinson gets traded
Yes.
from the Knicks to the Lakers to help facilitate that? We get a bunch of package and then go get a guy on the same level as Mitchell Robinson because he's one of those risks. He does get hurt a million ways.
I just think the only way the Knicks make that trade is if it's for like an insane value, or like you said, or if they like have a move, like a pending move.
Yeah.
and they're gonna replace him.
go
with
get
big
another
man.
like backup.
I just think they're not like. There's no reason to just like give Mitchell Robinson away. Like there's no incentive. Like I think you're only making the trade if it's really you're getting like you feel true value for it.
Unless you're getting a solid like wing like on the bench or.
Yeah,
Because
like-
that's what we're really lacking.
I think
It
I
has
think
to
you
be,
need a
like,
backup
legit.
big man too.
Like you're not just giving away for like picks for like no reason.
Well,
like you're,
could you guys go after like Nick Claxton?
I mean, we.
They just wouldn't get him. I don't
I
think.
think am I crazy that I'd rather have Mitch if he's healthy?
Yeah, but that's the thing. I'm
Yeah,
not saying it's
Mitch
crazy.
isn't
Like Mitch
healthy a
healthy, I'd
lot.
have
I mean,
over.
Ariel
He's about to be healthy. I mean,
I'd have Mitch over a lot of
least for
people
now.
if healthy.
Ariel Huck
He's just not
playing
healthy.
great ball though.
yeah, he's not. He's big
You
body.
never know. I will say the Knicks do
Eating
like
some fouls.
the Knicks do make those decisions like with limited sample size of players. Like when they trade quickly, like Deuce McBride just got a rotation spot without ever really like playing that much. He only played really garbage time for like 2 years. Like
But I think they clearly believed in him from what they had seen, like practice and just kind
maybe
of.
Huck 40's really good in practice and they just haven't unleashed him yet. Like
Because he was eating a bunch of fouls the other day, but you need those big bodies.
Mitch was the same as rookie year. To be
It's
fair,
true. No, it's true. I mean, no. Listen, they've drafted well. Like I have no. Whenever they draft, like they've just done such a good job. Like I'm gonna believe in what they're doing.
Oh, I already decided where Cooper Flag's going.
Where
Toronto.
Hornets.
I knew you were gonna say Hornets.
Yep. It's gonna be awesome.
Just LaMelo, Brandon Miller, and
That's a
Flag. That's
a
couple of good wings. Yeah,
we're building around.
good. That's a good call right there.
Yeah, then Nate Oates gets the coaching job in,
There you
in
go.
May.
No, Nao's going to UNC.
Cooper Flag's only shooting threes.
I mean,
Nao's going to UNC, and Rico is going to be in the biggest bind of his life.
Oh man,
And that's one.
Austin was giving me a smirk like that as legs.
Curry Hicks Sage is.
Bro, he would.
I don't know
take
about
UNC
anybody else.
He would take UNC's job in 4 seconds. And then he would be
job.
stupid not to. Honestly, Alabama to UNC is a huge upgrade.
He'd be king of the campus.
You're the guy.
I didn't really consider Kentucky though, and Kentucky's on the same level as Carolina.
I don't think it's.
I agree with that.
I think it. What do you mean he didn't consider it?
Like
And also, it's like getting out of the SEC as well.
yeah, I don't know. It's not a place. We're trying to win a championship this year. I'm not focusing on that shit. I'm not
Because
getting,
you know it would
Who
go.
do you think?
not getting into search season.
I think with this era too, it's like I think a guy like Nate Oates might not look at it from like a blue blood perspective. He might be like, who's giving me the most money and who's giving me the most money to get players.
And I think UNC would. And no matter how good Alabama is, they'll always be secondary at that school.
There's always just going to be a stupid amount of money though too.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, wouldn't you rather be like the main focus of the school as a coach? Like, more of like that's what they care about.
That comes with a lot of pressure and eyeballs. Look at Hubert Davis. Like the guys let him. Now it's not.
You
It
got
wasn't his
lucky with the
players.
roster he got left.
He got him to a championship. He also got a 1 seed and made it to a Sweet 16 last. Like he hasn't had
The roster he got left, and then look, some
No,
people
but he also
leave.
constructed that last year. Like there was obviously like 3
Didn't
players.
construct Baycott being there.
I mean, I would argue that getting Cormac Ryan was like the difference maker last year, and then him getting Brady Manick in the
think
portal.
having like the guys like R.J. Davis already on the team and Baycott, their 2 best players, is not the. I know I get he had got some transfers and.
But I'm saying like important transfers. Like you don't think that getting Brady, like I think Brady Manick was the difference on why they went to the
I
championship.
think
the
it's
one
easier
year.
to get pieces than your star players.
Fine, but I think that at UNC you're going to get star players all the time. Like
I
you
don't
got
know
Ian, you got Ian Jackson this year. Like it's not like you're
but
UNC. It's
he's
like
not doing- he's
it's
not
just
doing
like
anything.
it's, I
That's
think
what I'm
Ev said
saying.
it. I think Ev said it about Ohio State. Like yeah, he fucked up with the front court. The front court this year. It's
bad.
Bad. Like
not even making the. He's not in the
bad.
tournament
And
right
they got
now.
to get rid of Cadeau, who was good for them last year. But they also had Cormac Ryan, who is a veteran point guard who can like kind of like weather the storm. Like last year, that UNC construction was like legit. That team was very, very good.
I think Nate Oates would be a
I don't want to think.
better recruiter.
I think they'd be fucking idiots to fire Hubert Davis.
Better colors though, Bosco.
Way better colors.
Yeah, but
Way better colors. Like not even close. Like going from like mid to like the best colors.
25 years of like hating Carolina. I don't want to think about that. What I do want to think about is game time.
Hell yeah.
The big game is here, and there's no better time to get out to some games with the help of Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. You know how much we love Game Time now with their brand new Game Time Picks feature. They're making it even easier to get to a game. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. Philly is looking to knock off Kansas City in New Orleans, and you've got to get your tickets with Game Time. I was looking at tickets for the big game and saw an amazing Game Time Picks deal for great seats. Marty, how much are they down to right now?
So you guys already got your tickets to Butler and
What's the big game tickets going for?
the big game. I could look for you real
They're
fast.
that's how it goes. I mean, it's I think it's going to be heavy. The Philly people are looking. The Kansas City people have been there a few times. I think you could see tickets kind of dropping.
Let's see.
It was 35, I think, yesterday. It's a once in a lifetime experience.
I heard they were dropping
31. Oh, 3,000.
There you go. So
Oh, 2,700.
yeah, there you go. Game time.
2,700. It's not, look. And the cool thing about, I don't know if you guys can see it. Can you zoom in on me real fast?
Shows you the exact seat. Too, right?
There's Phil.
One.
You don't know.
There we go. Now you
I'm
got
trying, Marty.
That's all right. Just leave it. Leave it. It's fine.
Ugh.
Oh,
we
now you
go.
have to do
You
it.
could go like, you can literally go like this and see your view from the seat on the app.
Crazy.
It's kind of sick.
It's awesome.
You know?
Yeah,
So,
it's awesome.
but yeah, they're not bad seats at all for the cheapest ones for the Super Bowl. So,
Again, it's one of those things you went to a super like it's definitely on every sports fan's
Bucket
bucket
list.
list.
100%.
Just pull up your chosen
I
event.
don't think I'll ever go, honestly.
I don't think so either.
I think that my past. I think I'm past it. Which I would hope I can just go to a Giants one day,
Yeah.
but I don't see that happening soon.
Just pull up.
I can't wait to go in like 3 years. You think they'll let me go?
No.
In terms of Patriots fans, I think you're down the list. But
I'll ask.
it is
That's
what
your
it
biggest
is.
problem. You should have rooted for a different team.
Should have rooted
Be
for
higher in the depth chart.
random ass team.
Panthers.
Just pull up your chosen event and turn on the GT Picks setting at the top of the screen, or browse the best local Game Time Picks deals near you on your Game Time app homepage. What are you waiting for? I'm going to buy those big game tickets now with Game Time Picks. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code PICKS, P-I-C-K-S, for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code P-I-C-K-S for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game time. All right. Super Bowl. You want to narrow it down to like TDs right now to a degree? I had some passing stuff written down. I left it out there. But TDs. DraftKings, Dukes, pull up some of what DraftKings, the different promos that they have going this week.
The promos?
The different contests. The different,
bet $5, get $200 instantly. There's
Well, no, the different.
I know. Instant TD bet match.
5 million. How about the $5 million prize?
$5 million in the King of the End Zone. There's even just like there's so many promos that you can get in on, it's awesome.
All right, so we've got more bonus bets coming your way today. To enter, simply post your bet slip with hashtag LetDKCook. Follow DraftKings Sportsbook 24 to 28, 40 bonus bets each day, 29, 30 bonus bets each hour. So that's hashtag LetDKCook. Marty touched on the different TD promos. What's that? The $5 million day, longest one, bonus bet giveaways. I mean, it's great.
Get your Super Bowl.
Yeah, the instant TD bet match is nice
I'm
too. You
so
gotta just
bad with
opt
Roman
in.
numerals. What's Super Bowl number?
59.
59.
Nice.
Crazy next one at 60, just be LX.
And we also have tonight, DraftKings is setting up with the free-to-play pool for Barstool Skills Challenge stream tonight. $5,000 free-to-play pool tied in with Barstool Skills Challenge Wednesday night. So you can take that, all different questions. You kind of fill out who's going to win, the things in that. I think some, people will probably not be picking Will Compton after the news of his IV. He's a little sick. He's under the weather.
The whole team of busting his.
Yeah, so you got that with
it's
this.
definitely the oysters not partying all night.
Yeah, exactly.
And
So you
I
got
mean,
the
who eats
skills.
oysters? You got to eat 50 baked clams.
Yeah, exactly.
I had some baked clams last night. I had a ton. Oh my god! I did drop the plate on myself twice.
Ugh.
It was a little embarrassing.
Dude, Frankie was kind of like horrified when I did that. It
50's insane.
was insane.
Yeah,
It was a lot.
it's a lot of breadcrumbs.
Yep. So TDs, for the opt-in for the $5 million prize, I think I've ridden him before. I like Hollywood Brown for the long one to take a shot, plus 270.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean that's a guy that he's been thrown it to. He's caught some at the 5 as well. But like this one's so, because you want to
Do
take.
you think
one
it's going to
for
be a
the-
bomb touchdown, or can you
No.
see this game being contained?
That's what we were
where
talking.
it's like 25 to 30 yards.
I think it was we were talking about yesterday. It's gonna be like one of those short passes that they take to like Worthy could take it
13
to the
yards,
house or
15
something.
yards.
I was
Something like
debating
that.
going with like a Devontae Smith. Like a little he's a
I
bigger
was
name,
thinking
but like
AJ Brown too.
it's like
So
he's weirdly like big name, but also like there's a lot of options under the radar. Like not like the chalkiest of chalk, but I mean number 2 receiver.
I think Shea is
Yeah,
big
just
on
some deep
Devontae
balls.
Smith.
Like I think it's
the
worth a
craziest
stab.
thing is like chalk here is only Saquon and Jalen Hurts to score like touchdowns. So I know this is.
I
Now I'm just talking like scoring a touchdown. The rest, you're getting plus money for every other player.
I really like Kareem Hunt to score.
Plus,
Like I think I'm gonna like 140. Like they love him.
I'm not gonna lie.
If you put him, if
They
you
love
Plus
him at-
950 for 2 is not that
They
crazy.
love him in the goal line. Like also he's
Yes.
super effective. Like he fucking punches it in, man.
if
Like,
you
they
narrow
go
it
him
down
because
to
he comes
first
through.
half, you could get him at 320. That's what I like.
Oh, I like that.
Like I just think he's gonna get a couple short yardage opportunities. When he gets them, he capitalizes on them.
He does.
Plus 140, I think is a solid number. For
I
him.
still am going DeAndre Hopkins 5-1.
He's my like just gut feeling pick.
So even
Like
me
just
and Phil
maybe
were
just because he's a
talking.
legend. Maybe it's
Me and
because
Phil were talking about this yesterday.
You just
where
always
there's a
they
lot
put a third
going
guy in that little
into him,
bunch,
though.
and it's a different guy who's going to
There's a
score.
lot of
with
things
the
leading up
Chiefs.
to him, right? Where it's this veteran. He's saying that he lost his like love for football, right? With the Titans, he's got a new love for football. He's been absent in the playoffs. He's wearing his dad passed away.
Yeah, the
he gave him
mink
a
coat.
jacket. Said wear this in the Super Bowl or your wedding. He's wearing it for the Super Bowl. Like there's just a lot of things leading up to it where it's like, why didn't I bet? Like he'll score a touchdown. You're like, why didn't I bet DeAndre Hopkins to score a touchdown here? Like obviously he's gonna have a good game. And even like the fact that you can get Travis Kelce for a touchdown at plus 140 is pretty great. Like that's still that's chalk, and you're still going plus 140. But he really hasn't. Like
His odds
he
dropped.
scored one touchdown, I think this
scored.
playoffs?
Yeah, he scored in the playoffs once.
Noah Gray dropped a little bit too. I do think
He's like 475.
He's 475. He used to be at 500.
He got like no.
Juju's
targets.
Juju's at
5-1.
5-1. Could you see them on like a 3rd and 7 putting P Ryan in a little out as a passing back? I know he doesn't get many, but like he's 9-1.
Just him being the third running back scares me.
And he's just. I feel like they just don't play him in that goal line super out. Like they're just so like Hunt Pacheco.
Yeah,
I feel
but
like you're only
I
thinking
guess
about him because he got that last catch.
Yeah, he caught that one.
But I get what you
he
mean.
has
He's
had at least
9-1.
he's had one catch in a large majority of games.
It's never good. The Chiefs' defense and the Eagles' defense is better odds than P. Ryan.
Yeah, not good.
It's never good.
I just look at
I get what you mean.
I look at Andy Reid rolling something out new that they haven't seen. You
Would
know?
I be surprised if P. Ryan scores? Samaje?
Samaje.
Samaje, P. Ryan scores? No. Anyone on this team, whoever Peyton Hendershot is too. I'm
Tight
sure.
end.
Yeah, he'll score too.
Went to
breaking
Indiana.
news.
Went to
Yeah.
Indiana.
What do we got? Oh, sick.
Oh
Sick.
my
Imagine.
god. And honestly, I do believe that.
Imagine.
It's nothing shocks me.
I like total rush TDs plus 100, and I also like Xavier Worthy in the second half plus 330.
Why the second half?
I don't know.
All right.
But I narrowed it the same way.
I like a hunch. I have
I like Hunt in the first.
I have no
first
issue
half.
with the hunch.
So there's
Same way I like Hunt in the first half.
there's also other ones. Either player score first touchdown, which is nice. So you get
Different options.
both
yeah.
sides. We don't have to take both sides, But like even you can get Travis Kelce or Saquon for plus 240.
Last TD scorer is electric. Anytime first half, anytime touchdown, anytime first quarter.
You know, it's a good last.
Saquon anytime first quarter is 4-1.
What?
Saquon first quarter TD. Anytime first quarter.
Yeah, it's
4-1.
It's just such a. You just hope they get the ball first.
Last touchdown. Do you go with a backup running back?
Yeah,
That's only if you think it's going to be a blowout. I think that's more. That's like the
Yeah.
blowout.
I mean, not even.
But,
you
like,
get, you
in-
get
in-
goal line carries if you're a backup.
But like what backup? Like we're talking Will Shipley backup? Or we're talking like
no.
like Pacheco.
Pacheco.
Would be more reasonable because I think he could actually get touches. But
Pacheco, even like Gainwell.
it's just to them like
I mean, if you
it's
look
just
at
tough
the
when you have
Eagles,
Hurts too. Like in goal
Yeah,
line,
that's
like
exactly what I was gonna
Gainwell
say.
just like
Yeah.
doesn't get the ball.
Exactly.
But Chiefs, you're more likely to get a rushing touchdown from someone else.
No,
So
for sure.
congratulations to Giants fans also. What is it? 12 years ago? 13? Since you guys did the Ahmad Bradshaw touchdown?
46, yeah.
Yep, big
So,
day.
Actually,
13
question.
years, I believe.
Any math guys in here, which I don't think we have many.
I
I'm a math
try
guy.
to be a math.
Gambling
guy.
math.
Try to be a math.
What is it crazy to take Saquon to score every quarter? Would that work out units wise? It's
What?
320,
No.
450, 500, 600.
If he scores in two quarters,
That's
you're-
what I'm saying.
Well, if he
It's
sco-
worth
I guess if he
No,
scores,
if he scores, if you bet all four and he scores at the 320, you lose 0.8 units.
You'd also just have
If
to.
you're
no,
thinking
no,
about
you'd
that.
actually go up.
At that
No,
point,
you wouldn't.
should you just do
Yeah,
two
you would,
plus touchdowns?
because you lose.
I don't know.
You
That's
lose a
just
unit
where
each
math
one.
comes
You lose
into
3
it.
units, and then you.
And you
plus.
win point two. Yeah, okay, you're
what's
right.
2 plus touchdowns?
2 plus touchdowns.
I guess if you bet him to score every quarter and he scored 1 touchdown, you'd at least cover your bet.
2 touchdowns is plus 285.
But if he scores 2 touchdowns in 2 different quarters, you're sitting pretty.
Yeah.
That's if you played all equal, yeah.
I don't hate that
know,
strategy.
I know.
You're actually you're plus 0.2.
I know.
If he as long as he scores. Now you're
That's what I
also
was gonna say.
facing.
If he doesn't score, you can
You're also facing -4. You're also facing -4. We do need that out
Not
there.
to score. You could also bet not to score. Plus 155.
All right, so you're saying bet all 4.
I think I'm not the score.
And also bet
like you're
Yeah, you're
putting
saying
out
this
with your
all
life.
the time.
I mean, he could take one at any time.
Yeah.
I don't think you bet the not to score. I think you roll the dice with 4-unit
I
play.
think so, too.
4-unit play.
And if you want to sprinkle
scores, yeah.
overtime is plus 6,000. So it's like they sprinkle that a little bit just to keep
Maybe a
it.
quarter of a unit. Yeah.
You have to get to overtime, and then that would actually it wouldn't guarantee they win.
No.
'Cause now you can score that first possession, they get the ball again.
What's Mahomes? I think
Wait.
Mahomes is going to score a touchdown too.
If the what?
Like in the Super Bowl, it's not like first touchdown ends the game.
If they score.
Remember it was a whole.
Yes,
remember it was a whole thing
yes,
last
sorry,
year.
Sorry,
They just
confused
they had to
myself.
settle for a field goal.
Yes.
But if they had scored a touchdown, the Chiefs would have still got the ball.
Yes. Yes. Confused.
And that's why then when they kicked a field goal, and then the Chiefs scored a touchdown, and the game ended.
I don't know. I like this play. 320, 450, 500, 600. That's it's literally called touchdown score roulette. So it's like you are just a little roulette action.
You have Travis Kelce and Devontae Smith combined for 2 touchdowns plus 215. I'm just reading them off because I picked one, but there's combined TDs. There's a million different guys to combo with that. Either player to score X, either Travis Kelce to score 2 TDs or Saquon Barkley to score 2 TDs plus 185. 4 touchdowns, Saquon Barkley plus 6,000. TD exactas, you got first and second TDs. Score first, TD score first and win. Kareem Hunt to score first and the Chiefs to win 13-1. I don't hate that. Kelce at 14-1, Worthy at 16-1. So that's Marquise Brown 22-1, and then all the Chiefs are listed as well. Or the Eagles are listed as well. Saquon to score first and the Eagles win plus 750. Is that one of those things where if you think the Eagles are going to win, they probably jump out and Saquon's definitely going to be the guy they're looking at?
I mean, like, sure,
I know,
but
yeah.
No, that's a yeah.
it's so much like you're just pinning the whole game.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he just,
$750 though.
sure.
I think we get lost in the price tags. That's all.
I can't stop thinking about betting every quarter.
I like the Mahomes five.
I think you should. I think he's.
You score first and third quarter, you're good.
Yeah. No, you're better than good. Yeah.
If you score second and third quarter, you're even better. Fourth quarter, my God, you're unbelievable.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
The worst thing would be he scores two touchdowns in the
in the same quarter, and you get no. Yeah,
That'd be bad.
And you passed up on the 2 touchdown prop too.
Yeah, that would be the only disaster, which would definitely happen. But hey, I think I'm going to do it.
DK has this.
I love the check sheet too. You can like mark yourself correct.
Yeah, so we could actually do a competition on this.
We definitely should. Did Phil say okay?
Oh, just
No,
whimpering
yeah,
back
like this
there.
is good. This is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we should definitely do
I'd
this.
take offensive lineman to catch
Outcome of
touchdown.
first coaches challenge.
Yeah, we should definitely do it. I'm also
down.
excited for a halftime show.
yeah. Kendrick should be good.
Does he have a song with Lil Wayne?
Grammys was crazy the other night.
The whole crowd
I think he
He's
does.
screaming like a diss track, and it's a horrific diss track.
I tell you, Drake's
I mean, he
gonna have to come
cleaned
out
it. He
with-
won every award.
No, I'm not saying it's a
every-
horrific.
oh,
I'm
it's a
saying it's
rap
what he's
song.
saying is horrific.
No, I know it's.
Yeah.
And,
My mom was
and-
pissed.
and everyone is dancing to
I
it.
don't think there's a rap song that's ever done that to Grammys.
No,
I just
Sweet.
couldn't
Probably
remember.
not. Yeah.
Song and like everything, and Drake's gonna have to come out with some crazy song next.
But he was winning past like the rap categories. Like he was winning didn't he win just
Yeah.
song of the year?
No, that's what I'm
Record of
saying.
the
No,
year,
that's-
He
song
won
of the year.
record and
I don't
song
think
of the year.
I don't think a
period.
rap song
What
has
is-
ever done that.
It hasn't.
Yeah.
Also-
Isn't there what is the difference between record of the year and album of the year?
Well, records
one
singular
song,
like a
and
song.
Albums the whole.
Don't they also give out song of the year?
They said there is like a difference.
I don't fucking
Really? That's
Record of the
bizarre.
year is usually always song of the year.
Yeah, that's weird.
I agree. There's always some weird like.
Very weird.
Also,
Pretty similar.
It's like giving out. It's like if the Super Bowl equivalent is giving out MVP and also best player.
Yeah.
and it's somehow
Yeah,
trying to say
kinda.
two
I
people
agree
don't
with you.
win.
Dude, it's like Beyonce won best country album and then best album.
What a shame.
Like what's give her one? That's like the MVP winning the offensive player of the year as well.
And conveniently, Jay
We're the
Z.
same thing.
Jay Z conveniently went on stage last year and like cried how it was like
Yeah.
a travesty how Beyonce never won album of the year, and then she does a country album.
But seriously,
fucking
isn't
album
that
of the
like
year.
MVP? Like, wouldn't like Josh Allen, if say he won this year or Lamar wins,
Right.
wouldn't they be offensive player of the year as well? You know what I mean?
it is
Like
very,
it's the same
yes,
exact fucking
very-
thing.
It is very.
It's very funny too how
When
Drake
does that come out? Tomorrow?
What? Oh, the awards.
Friday.
Saturday.
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 Pretty sure it's always this night before. Yeah.
Is it like definitely Lamar?
Not
No.
definitely.
I don't think it's definitely. I think it
Is
could
there
be
any
Josh.
odds still out or no?
I
I
think the last
doubt
time
it.
it was Josh. It moved to Josh.
Oh, please! I would love to use that for the Super Bowl.
There it was Drake. Drake though came out with a song. I think the funniest part about it, that was like explaining to my parents, is how Drake was like, "I'm gonna come out with like the song of the summer against against Kendrick, and like try to make it like poppy and like so it was played on all the radio stations." And then 30 minutes later, Kendrick came out with this, like "Not Like Us," and then that one. Did I get that correct?
Well, no, Not Like Us was the last one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Not Like Us was like I feel like he had kind of already won, and Not Like Us was the like buried you 6 feet under. I'm literally like just crip walking on your grave.
Because Meet the Grams was really good too.
Yeah, like because I remember I was flying in from somewhere, and I got picked up from the airport, and I'm like at Drake, I'm like, oh, like Drake just punched back, like he's on top, and literally like mid celly, he's getting like annihilated.
But
again.
Drake is so. What's that? I can't see.
No idea.
Malik
just not-
Neighbors. Maybe he's trying to say something.
What does it say?
9, it's Stafford. They're saying like
9 and
Stafford.
Oh, I
9
already.
and 11.
I already said if we get Stafford, we're going to Super Bowl.
Oh, that'd be unreal. It would just be so nice to watch a good quarterback play.
But
for
it would
the
just
Giants.
ruin everything because we'd win like 7 games and fucking
Yeah.
just do nothing.
Yeah. No arch.
I think having just a guy is almost better than having a team.
Like
Not
I just want to be able. I just want to.
Would you rather Jameis or Matthew Stafford this year? the crazy thing
I mean,
is
like,
obviously you want Matthew
Stafford's more
Stafford,
stability,
but,
yeah.
but it's like is he going to win a Super Bowl? Why would Matthew Stafford want to come to us? Honestly,
I mean, it's a fair point.
I just want to watch a forward pass.
That's what I'm saying. I just want to watch it. I just want to watch a quarterback play like competent
When
football.
you watch a quarterback that can't when you watch a quarterback that can't throw the ball and then you see it happen, you're like, wow.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Like when you guys were like, oh, the Patriots are so bad. I'm like, but we had a quarterback that had a forward pass.
you know what's sad, Dukes?
It was like, you know what?
Like my life changed.
No, the most glaring that I saw, which is was when DTR was playing for the Browns, and they put Bailey Zappi in, and he completed like a 20-yard pass. Like, oh my god!
Yeah.
Like Bailey Zappi looks like he's fucking Joe Montana.
I
thought Bailey Zappi was going to be a star.
I would like to see what Frank
so
the Tank
bad.
is right now, telling me that Bailey Zappi was going to be the next Tom Brady.
Yeah, Zappi was good.
That guy
he
was
says that in tongue in
nev-
cheek, yeah,
No.
but
I had a thought there.
That was not a Frank the Tankism. He was dead serious. Not off camera. He's like, Dukes, I'm telling you right now, Bailey Zappi, he's got to be the guy for you guys.
well, that is a bold take.
Yes.
And speaking of bold takes, the bold takes segment brought to you by Evan Williams. This segment is presented by Evan Williams. Evan Williams is game day's #1 pour, and you'll find them cheering with fans in every corner. They don't play favorites. They don't pick sides from center court to the gridiron and everywhere in between. If you're a fan of Kentucky's first distiller, you should consider yourself part of Bourbon Nation. Known for its smooth, approachable profile featuring caramel, vanilla, and oak with hints of spice and sweetness, it works well for sipping straight on the rocks or as a base in cocktails like an old fashioned. I think there's going to be a lot of people on Sunday kind of using Evan Williams as their mix. Enjoy game day's #1 pour. Buy now, join Bourbon Nation. Enjoy responsibly, 21 plus. Evan Williams, Kentucky Straight Bourbon, Bardstown, Kentucky, 43 to 45% alcohol volume. So bold takes. I think we got some things, obviously, with college basketball. You can kind of go anywhere. I was looking at Michigan State's resume. They're going to be on the 3 line. I don't think Michigan State's that good. That's my bold take.
Another loss.
They obviously got Akins. They got Fears and Holloman. But best wins: Illinois 14, Ohio State 25, UNC 39, Nebraska 45. They also have 4 losses in that same kind of area: Kansas, Memphis, UCLA, and USC. They're not really knocking that resume. Is not knocking me off the grid. And when you're 4-4, you're a nice team that, hey, you can get to the Sweet 16 because you're going to win 2 games where you're favored. But from there, that's kind of where you're at. There are teams that make the Sweet 16 that I don't think can win the title, and that's where I'm at with Michigan State.
There's many elite teams in the Big Ten.
No, I would agree with that. Yeah.
I think it's like Illinois I thought was going to be a lot better than they are. They're
Michigan
still good.
State, I think Michigan's really, really good, but I don't know if they're in the elite category
Purdue
yet.
is like
Oregon's got a lot of losses in the Big Ten.
Oregon's just like not ranked anymore, which
Right.
is which is my Evan Williams. No, it's nothing to do with you, but that win doesn't really matter anymore,
Right.
for you. But
Well, loss. We lost to Oregon.
you lost even
Lost to
more, so
Oregon.
it's
Yeah,
bad
even
now.
worse, yeah.
Well, that's a bad loss.
Neutral court.
My Evan Williams bold take is Oregon money line tonight, and they're plus 8.5 against Michigan, and I'm gonna go money line Oregon bold take. Shout out Evan Williams, man. I think I might watch a game tonight. That game with some Evan Williams. I have it at my apartment.
Yeah, bold take.
You said my Evan Williams bold take. I think it's a team that had a lot of height, falling off a little bit, but they're starting to play some good ball. I think Rutgers shocks the world today, beats Illinois at home.
Oh,
Listen,
They're going to need a lot of wins.
They've
to get
gotten
back in that
they've gotten a
resume.
couple where I think this might be, if they win tonight. I'm saying my Evan Williams bold take is this is the one where people start being like, hey, like could they make that run and like backdoor their way into the tournament with all this talent they have? They beat Illinois tonight at home. They've strung together a nice like few wins in the last week or so, a couple weeks.
how mad were you last night? St. John's just
Yeah, it's
beating Marquette like it's just like they're just like good.
2-game lead in the Big East.
It's like it's just not even like a question anymore. They're just good.
there were people getting more.
St. John's usually loses that game.
There were people getting more mad too because they were like, "You going to say something?" I was like, "The dozen's on." They're like, "You fucking Rico, you never used to pass up top 25." I'm like, "Yeah, I obviously watched every second. I watched both, pal."
Yeah, of
Like,
course.
but-
That's a funny thing to say.
Yeah,
I
but,
should-
no, they're legit. The only thing I would say is they're 74th in offense. They're elite on defense, but they're horrific at shooting the 3. Now they don't take a lot of threes, But if you can force them, stretch them out, and not let them get to the rim, I think there could be some problems. I worry about their offense consistently scoring for 6 games. But if you turn it into a rock fight, it's the same reason I do think Tennessee is like live. St. John's is live. They're on the 6 line. They're moving up. Like, again, 2-3 in quad 1. Like, not a lot of big wins to a degree, but they're going to start improving down the road. And you do have Patino, who's a fucking nightmare matchup.
I think they're
preparation. So
I don't think that St. John's will win the national championship. I do think they're good enough to go to the Final Four.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like they and also like they just start like I think that Patino was saying that like their 2 best players. He tweeted it actually that their 2 best shooters just get fucked up at MSG from the 3-point line, but like they'll have to figure it out.
He did. I saw
Which
that.
makes it does make sense. Like some arenas, like when you play like those basketball
lines are
stadiums,
crazy, bro.
yeah, just to shoot just shooting in some
But I
arenas are
actually
just
think
tough.
it's more impressive that they won last night, shooting 18% from 3.
No,
That's what I was going to say. They don't.
they've
They
had
don't
the
need
most
it. Like,
wins. They put the
win
graphic up
without
last
it.
night. The most wins in the country, shooting under 40%, I feel like.
That's a good sign though.
They don't need
Yeah.
it. They
Like
don't
their
need to shoot to
defense is
win.
as good. 3 of 16 from 3 is. I don't know how you win that game.
They were top 20 in defense like 2
And they're
weeks
winning,
ago,
like, the whole game.
And I said St. John's by the time they enter the tournament, they're going to be a top 5 defense. They're now the 4th ranked defense.
Right.
They jumped 2 weeks, like 12 spots.
Is Duke still top 4?
Yeah, it's Duke, Tennessee, Houston,
Houston struggled a little bit last night.
a little bit.
Didn't cover. Somebody laid to
Yeah.
22.
I did.
It's 22. Yeah, you
I
laid
actually
to
did
22.
too. I did
Auburn
too.
was easy against Oklahoma. That wasn't even close.
Yeah, Auburn wins by close to 30. Florida beats Vandy 86-75. UCLA steals one from Michigan State 63-61. And then the other team, too, I know, Texas Tech wins, beats Baylor. Ole Miss crapped on
Texas Tech is good.
Texas Tech's really good.
Really
Ole Miss
good.
beats on Kentucky. Kentucky's defense is going to be a problem. in this tournament.
And Kentucky's not good.
The defense is so bad.
They
I can see them
suck.
going
Let me
back
tell
out in
you,
the first round.
He's a good coach. I want that on the record, but they sucked him
yeah.
off early.
Yeah. Arizona beats BYU, and then Wisconsin, who's a top 20 team. Like, shout out to Guard. He does
Smashed them.
He does get his teams ranked, and you don't know how, and he doesn't. It doesn't seem like he has a phenomenal team.
Wisconsin's the weirdest team, always.
Dude, their wins are Arizona, who's 11 on Ken Pom, 25 Ohio State, and 45 Nebraska, and then have losses to Michigan, Marquette, UCLA, Illinois, and Maryland.
So
Wisconsin doesn't
horrible
jump
losses.
3 and 5 though. Like, you got to win 6 in a row against elite competition.
But I don't think anyone's saying they could win the championship.
No.
But none of all those wins are tournament teams.
Right.
Or excuse me, losses. All the losses are tournament teams.
Yeah. So that's where it's at. Picks tonight. I'll be in the building. Okay, Phil, you have a bold take. Go ahead.
How about you put your mic on for the bold take?
I thought it was on. There's been some hefty NBA players being traded over the last week, you would say. I think there's one more bomb that might happen in the next 24 hours.
All right, what did Jeff Passan tell you?
No, this is just pure speculation. I'm going to say I think there's a chance Zion Williamson gets traded in the next 24 hours to the Los Angeles Clippers for Norman Powell, Derrick Jones Jr.,
That would be
Terrence Mann, and a collection of picks.
delightful for myself because I have a
And
future on them and the Lakers.
You have a rivalry of the Clippers and Lakers with two players that teams thought they're too fat to play basketball. So that's my
So
Evan
your
Williams
take-
bold
so your
take.
bold
Where
take
is Zion
just
at?
off.
Is Zion good when he's on the court?
Yes, he doesn't play
very
back to
good.
backs.
Yeah, he's.
But in his words, the Pelicans won't let him play back-to-backs.
Correct.
I also have an Evan Williams bold take.
Sure.
There's a bunch of teams going for three-peats right now.
Well, I'm sorry to cut you off. Crazy Pat Riley just gets money from
Yes. Very genius.
He
Genius.
just everything, but keep going.
Genius. You got the Chiefs. You got UConn. You got You got the Celtics, and you have Notre Dame lacrosse. I'm
could I
taking
forget?
3 of those 4 teams to three-peat this year.
The Celtics can't three-peat this year.
Oh fuck! You can't. Right.
We just-
You already won this year?
why? You know why I'm thinking that is because of
Yeah,
that.
I know. We talked about that a lot.
Yeah.
Too, yeah.
You thought you won back-to-back already?
Honestly, I didn't even
Honestly,
question
yeah.
you because
No.
I was like, yeah, they won back-to-back.
It feels like it. It feels like I have the weight of back-to-back on my shoulders right now.
Also, dudes, what I was gonna say before, it's crazy when you were saying Drake before. I still thought you were talking about Drake May. That's how much you love him.
Yeah, the guy's unbelievable. I'm so excited for next year.
What's your picks?
I'm going to be in the building tonight. I'm taking in the grossest game in the Big East. I'm taking Butler minus the 3.5. You can't lose.
Such
Bad
a
Mata,
Seton
you
Hall
can't.
line.
You can't lose to Seton Hall, dude. And the Seton Hall people will still be there, like packed out. They're crazy.
They're good fans. That's their
Butler
only
minus
sport.
3.5. What? Yeah, that's all they got. Butler minus 3.5. Ev.
I'm on the LSU Georgia over 142. I like TCU. I think it's kind of just a rowdy line. They're playing West Virginia at home. They're favored. Give me TCU as on the money line, and Providence plus 3.5.
Okay, Marty.
Right, bold. Evan Williams bold. Take Oregon money line, but also I have Oregon plus 8.5. I have Seton Hall minus 3.5. I have Duke minus 17.5. I have UCF minus 3.5 at home. I also liked at the last game. What was the game you just said, Ev? TCU, right?
Yeah,
I like TCU as well. That's it.
Okay. Dukes, picks. Phil, picks.
Victor Wembanyama over 24.5 points, minus 125. They're playing the Hawks tonight.
Furman minus 15.5.
Okay.
Also, I'm going to take Detroit plus 6.5.
He always has one. You Furman, and that's 30 seconds of silence. And
Is there Horizon
Because
League
I
action
always
tonight?
know my college one, and then
Yeah.
I'm like, let me go check the NBA really
makes
quick.
sense.
I always
Yeah,
do.
it makes sense.
I'm taking Pistons plus 6.5 tonight. I think that they're playing the Cavs, and off the back-to-back, they just play the Celtics. I don't think the Cavs are getting off the mat tonight for
All
that.
right. Skills competition tonight. DraftKings has a ton of promos going.
Rat Race at 7 p.m.
Rat
Eastern.
Race at 7 p.m.
You know what?
Eastern.
Yeah, go
Barstool
watch
live
the
tonight.
Watch Rat Race.
Watch Rat Race for our guy.
Barstool live tonight as
Oh,
well.
Meek's on Rat Race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is
There we
Rico.
go, Meek.
As well, yes.
And
I'm on Rat
Clement.
Race.
Yeah,
And
it's
Clement.
Chris Clemmer's Rat Race, presented by
Let's
Chris
cut a
Clemmer.
clip for Clement saying we're supporting our guy.
Yeah.
I hope the Warriors win the championship, but I want you to watch Rat Race tonight.
Vrone's, Ryan Whitney's, Chris Clemmer's Rat Race.
Yes. we'll be back tomorrow. Yak's up next.
Didn't give the guy any time.